Hello, hello, friends and wonderful people out in internet land. Good to see you. Good to see you this evening. I'm excited to be here to share some really awesome uh, news, of course, and some of the cool things that we have to offer here at Estimate Mastery in the paid training program. So, well, I'm not sure if you're here on Facebook or YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here in a second and show you what it is that we do here at Estimate Mastery. So if you've enjoyed joining me for the Facebook Lives for the past 6 weeks, I think I've been doing this. You've gotten an idea of what we do here at Estimate Mastery and how what we do is so important, not only in Xactimate, but in supplementing, in that, the whole process from when you sell the job to when you go after the release of depreciation, everything in between there is what we are a master at over here and in our business. And then we want to help you be as successful as possible in yours, not only talking to the adjuster, writing estimates and Xactimate. It's the whole process that we help with here at our company at Estimate Mastery. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that, if that's okay with you all this evening. We're also going to do a really fun exercise. So if you want to pull out a pen and paper, if you're on your phone, maybe pull up your calculator. I can help you do some of the calculations that we're going to do, but I like to show you kind of like what's possible in your business when you know what you're doing and using Xactimate and with supplementing. So we're going to talk about that to kick off the call tonight. I have a quick little exercise I'd like to do with you guys, if that's all right. And we're going to go ahead and just jump right in with both feet. And let me go ahead and make sure I can share my screen for you. That's always the trickiest part of these broadcasts is me. There we go. All right. Well, I did it without even blinking an eye. Look at that old hat here. So what I want to do is show you how using Xactimate, if you can dial in your supplement process, it actually acts like a snowball in your business. So once you start pushing that snowball downhill, once you start making some of the changes that, or not even making changes, just learning what to do and what not to do. Yeah, sometimes it's just removing some of the processes you have in place that opens up the flow of money from the insurance company. So we're going to talk about that here, just a short little exercise that I'd like to do with you. And so I'm not sure if everybody here knows who I am, but Alena Wilson here with Estimate Mastery. And I've worked with over 1,260 contractors over the past 10 years. So I've seen a thing or two, and I have seen trends, and I've seen, things be a huge big deal and then fade out, right? I've seen it. I have a pretty good amount of data in our world after all these years of working with so many people. So what I learned is that immediately upon joining our program, because of what we do and how we're hyper focused on you getting results and seeing the success we know is possible, and most people who immediately implement what we teach here at Estimate Mastery, they'll see an increase paid out of 25%. So what does that mean, Alena? Well, that's what we want to do an exercise with you. So I like round numbers, and I don't do mental math very well. So if you'd like to write down on your piece of paper a different number here, that's fine. But let's just say an average job is $20,000. So an average roof, or if you're a mitigation or restoration contractor, whatever you are out there, just write down, you've done enough jobs by now, hopefully, if you're not brand new to the business or the industry, excuse me. If you are brand new to the industry, you can use my $20,000 if you want. But most people who have some experience have an idea of your average job size. So write that down in the paper. And that's what I want you to see, is that we can help increase that average job size, what is actually paid out from the insurance company, by 25%. So if you have a $20,000 job, and on average, I'm increasing that by 25%. What does that mean? That is an additional $5,000 is coming into your pocket per job. Okay, that's pretty amazing. So if your number is 30,000 or maybe it's 10,000, that's okay. That'd be 2,500, and multiply that out, and get that number going. But that's an average $5,000 per job that we can help you recoup on the back end, getting paid. Okay, and I'm going to get a little real with you here just for a second. If you aren't getting that money paid, where's it going? Hey, Brad, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I see your comment. So if you're not getting that money paid out, where's it going? in the insurance company's pockets. You're letting them pocket your profit right now. And I am not here. That's what gets me out of bed every morning, is so that you stop feeding the insurance company's coffers and get paid what you should on the front end, right? So that's really what this is all about. And it's not just a paid training program that we have over here. It's an actual, way of doing business in a way that you become profitable like you should be. Oh yeah, totally, Michael. Yeah, it's without appraisal. It's with State Farm and Allstate. All day long, I can help you with that stuff. And now, don't get me wrong. I don't have a silver bullet that I have in my back pockets. That's the secret sauce. It's about how you set up the job, how you leverage the homeowner in some cases maybe not. It's about the systems and processes that you have to get to the end result that you want. Now, that figure that I was just showing you, let me go back to my screen share real quick. All right, let's see here. There we go. What I'm showing you here is an average, right? Because there are some times that, Allstate just may not pay. That happens. It happens, but we want it to be the not the common denominator. We want that to be like, the few and far between. And there is some times when appraisal is completely, totally warranted and necessary. Yes, I get that. But for the majority, the 80 to, I'd say probably more like 90% of your jobs, you want this to be your average, if not better, because I can actually give you increases of 40% if you fine down and really follow what we teach. And then secondly, we want to be paid faster, right? Because who here went the whole summer, 3 or 4 months without hearing from any State Farm adjusters, right? You couldn't even get them to answer the phone, right? That's happening. Well, how do we leverage what we have on our plate to help us get the files, hear back from the adjuster quicker? How do we get those files moving? How do we not make our accounts receivable go out for years and for miles and miles? That's what we do here at Estimate Mastery. All right, so the other thing I want you to write down on your piece of paper, and let's write down how many jobs you performed last month. So some of you in the room, you might be just starting out. Some of you in the room might be really established, business owners. Whoever's here, write down on your paper. Let's say, you've got your average job size. You've got the percent or the amount of money that we're going to be increasing those jobs on average, multiplied by the amount of jobs you performed last month. So just for my little example here, let's say that you have a $20,000 claims that you're working with, and we need to get paid out an extra 25%. That's $5,000 per estimate. And I have 5 jobs a month. That's $25,000 per month that you have as an opportunity on your table. And when you multiply that out by the year, that's where I talk about the snowball effect. That's 300 grand that's sitting on your plate right now that you're not, that's not coming into your business. Right? That's a house. Well, depends on where you live. maybe not. Maybe that's like a quarter of a house where you live. But that's a big chunk of money that the insurance company is currently pocketing instead of putting into the profits in your business. Okay? So that's why I really like discussing, the possibilities of what we do, because it's just amazing how we can open this up for you. And like I said, it's the snowball effect. Once we get that ball rolling and your systems and processes in place and using Xactimate correctly, then it just, well, this is from a webinar. You don't need to put it in the comments, but I just want to reiterate, if you can bring more profit into your business, it really changes your impact on the world, right? So when you're profitable the way that you should be, you're able to, take your family on vacation. I mean, it goes without saying, you're able to have some, maybe, your employees, you can give them benefits like 401k and health insurance. We also know a roofer in Texas, a contractor in Texas, that he bought an entire elementary school's lunch program, bought the lunches for everybody in that elementary school for a year. I mean, you can really impact everyone around you when you're making what you should and profiting what you should from your jobs. So that's something I don't think we talk about enough in our industry, is like, what does it actually mean? We love to talk about making money. We love to talk about, did you get O&P paid? But what does the actual money mean? It's your why, it's your impact, why you do what you do. So that's what I'd invite you to think about also. We get a little bit into the heart of things over here at Estimate Mastery, and really get to know you and your business when you're a part of our program. So that's what I'm going to just show you really quickly here. Just do a little if you will, like a little snapshot of what it looks like to work with us here in our paid training program. And let me get to, I have to get to the end of my slides really quick. Let's get here. And by the way, we don't have our doors open to everyone all of the time for our training. So what I mean by that is right now we are in what's called our doors are open to the training. And tomorrow at 6 p.m. the doors will be closing. Now I know we're talking in a pretty tight time scale because it's just, you know, we have about 24 hours before we close the doors, and we're just now talking to you about this. But I just wanted to put this out here on Facebook and YouTube just so that anyone who wants to look at see what it would look like to join our paid training, what it would we have to offer. So just really quick, let me do a quick screen share again, and there we go. And get my slideshow. There we go. Okay, so we call this the Estimate Mastery University, and I think it's different than any other training out there. I don't know if you guys know this, but we are a family-owned business, and we treat our members like family. So, of course, just like anybody else that's out there, I do have an online course. Okay, ooh, big online course, yay. The course is great for beginners. The course is great for reference for you. When you're like, yeah, what did she say about getting on prepaid? Then you go watch the short video. Instead of going out to YouTube or Google and having to Google your question, you've got an online resource where it's A to Z and step by step by step, rather than you trying to cobble together, pay the dumb tax, throw spaghetti at the wall, hurt all the cats. No, I've done all that for you, taking the guesswork out, because we have our Estimate Master University, and the core of it is the course. Now, lots of people sell courses. Lots of people offer Xactimate training. I think ours is, you know, some of the best, of course, because I don't teach you just how to push the buttons in Xactimate and, you know, sketch a spiral staircase. I actually teach you what's going to make money in your business. But what makes us a little bit different, and actually I would say a lot different, is we have a roadmap for you to help you get the training that you need and meet you where you're at. There's some people that are watching this that are at a $500,000 a year business. There are also other people watching this that are due $3 million a year. There's also people watching this that do $10 million a year. You guys all need something different in Xactimate and supplement training than someone who's just doing $500K a year. And we help, of course, we help everybody. Even if you're just getting started in the industry, we have a way to help you, or here in the university training program. But I work from businesses from, you know, $500K up to $50 million a year. I've seen it all. I know what works. And that's why this roadmap and how we walk you through the training is so different than anything else that's on the market right now as far as Xactimate and supplementing. And like I talked about, we are a family-owned business. Actually, let me go back to some slides. Yep, there's me and Mom. We own the business. That's Dad. He's one of the coaches. That's Todd there. And my sister Amanda now works in the business. And yeah, we do some fun things. We go hiking. We have lots of fun. These are some of our members that came out to visit us in Salt Lake, because now they have the space and time to come do that. And there's Mom, Dad, and Alena right there. So yeah, we're a family-owned business. We treat you like family when you come into our world. So the White Glove Concierge onboarding that we do with you is we do a deep dive and see where you're at in your business and where we can help and be most effective. I never want to sell you something and walk away and be like, well, there's a course. Hopefully you go do it. That's fine. It's on you. I want you to see the success that I know is possible. I want you to see that extra 5K on average coming into your, you know, on every job, on average coming into your business. And to make that happen for you, we're going to hold your hand the whole entire way. And like I said, we're a family-owned business. We're going to treat you like family. We're not going to leave you out in the cold. We're going to welcome you in. We're going to put you by the fire. We're going to hand you a cup of hot chocolate, and we're going to figure out your business with you as far as the Xactimate and supplementing side goes. Here's a testimonial that we have, just so you can see, you know, what I'm talking about is actually boots on the ground, working with contractors out in the industry. Brad was new to the supplement side of things and talking with the adjusters back in January of this year. And I think he posted this in our Facebook group, probably in June, May or June, I think June, because he says 6 months. So in this 6 months, Brad was able, using our tactics and what we teach here at Estimate Mastery, Brad was able to bring in an extra $300,000 in 6 months in supplement funds alone. And that was just in 6 months. And they weren't a huge, large conglomerate business. They were a little, you know, just a Texas group out there, just doing the roofing thing. And they were able to bring in these kinds of results because if you're at all interested in you'll want to get in, and I'll talk about that here in a second, how you can go and apply. But we need to have your application by tomorrow evening. I'll talk you through that in just a second. One of the things that we do right now for those that join our university program is we write 2 estimates for you. We actually take them off your plate, take the estimates, write them for you using our systems and processes. We take 2 of them and show you how the process works with your own work. It's so effective. It's such a great learning tool when we can take 2 of the work that you're already doing right there off your plate, write them up for you, and then we give them back to you, have you submit them using our systems that we have in place. We have email templates and other other tools for you to use. And then, I don't get too much ahead of myself, but then we actually help you close them with the adjusters. We actually help you, walk you through that process. So we take 2 real world things that are on your plate and we write them for you. So that's the first bonus for this session of the university. All right. And then the second bonus is we actually track all of your numbers for you using this sheet that looks sort of like this. This is from an actual member and shows the numbers that they had as a result of being a part of the Estimate Master University. So you can see here from July 7th to August 24th, they had brought in an extra $105,000 in a little over a month using what we had taught them. So I track the progress that you make through the university, and we actually report it back to you to show you where you were and where you are now after going through the training. So I make sure that we're actually supporting you and doing all the things that it takes. Okay, so that's the tracking sheet that we do. We also have weekly coaching calls. If you've been enjoying coming to these Facebook Lives every week, this is actually very, very similar to what we do with the weekly calls inside of our group, but we go a lot more in depth, and we go a lot more into what's going on in the industry. And we actually are all in the room together so we can converse and you can ask your questions and get all of your bases covered. 100 macros when you join the university. Immediately upon entering our program, you download and can import those macros and get to using them right away. All right, the next thing that we have our private Facebook group. You'll have access to that. And then this is my favorite thing. This is why I'm hurrying through this. We actually have an in-person member summit that's happening very soon. You'll have access to come in person to Salt Lake City to meet with me, meet with my coaches, and rub shoulders with all the other high-level contractors that we have in our group. So that's our bonus that will not be offered in the future, by the way. So if you're at all interested, you'll want to go ahead and, like I said, this could be you if you're in Salt Lake City with us. That's our fast action bonus for this session. So Alena, how much does it cost? Well, let me tell you. Here's how it works. We actually ask you to apply to the university so that we can make sure that you're going to be, we can meet you where you're at in your business. And let me go ahead and get this link up for you. This is our application and this is our process. Like I said, we're a company that's a family-owned business, and we want to go ahead and make sure that we are a good fit for you. So you'll want to apply to the university. And if your application is approved, you'll receive an invite to book a call with our team. And what happens is we do a deep dive on those calls into your business, and we run through some numbers and make sure that we would be a great fit to help. And then we can talk about cost and all of that on the call with you. If you are an employee, it is better if you bring a decision maker with you to the call, so that way they can make a decision on whether it's right to move forward or not. But that's our process. So I can't tell you what it costs because I don't know, you and your business right now personally. So we want to get to know you. You want to tell you how this all works, but we require an application first to make sure that we are a good fit for you. So that's how we roll here at Estimate Mastery. So any questions or anything that you have, go ahead and feel free. If you have any questions after watching this, let me go ahead and give you our main email. So info@estimatemastery.com is going to be where you want to send an email if you have any questions on what I just went over. And then if you would rather call and speak with us, you can do that as well. Let me go ahead and get my phone number over here for you for our business. All right, so you can call that number as well. If you call tonight, or if you're watching this live, you'll find that I think my gal's gone home for the day. So if you want to leave a message, you can do that. But any questions that you have about the university, otherwise just go ahead and apply. And I put the links in the comments down below. We'll also probably put it in the description for you guys. But we'd love to have you come and join us and come be a part of the family. We have some fantastic contractors that are so helpful. What's great about being in a group with other high-level contractors is they've seen a lot of things that they can preempt. You maybe have not seen that challenge in your business yet, but they have. They can help you fast forward and fast track because they have the answer. They've already gone through it so that you don't have to pay the dumb tax and do it yourself. I mean, it's just a beautiful group that we have over here, and I love all of our members. So anyhow, yeah, Chris, I can't tell you a range because I don't know your business. I can tell you it's more than 1,000. I can tell you it's less than 20,000. How about that? I'll give you a range. Yeah, it depends on who you are, what kind of business, where you're at. Are you 500K a year? And it's not a sliding scale. It's about, what systems you have in place that we determine how we help. So yeah, good question though. All right, y'all. Anything you need, reach out at the info below. Otherwise, I'd love to see your application come in, and we'll make sure that you see that. Yeah, doors close tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central. So hopefully get your application in by then. You don't have to have your call booked by then. I just need to have your application in so that you get this set of bonuses that I just covered. All right. And for anyone that came in halfway, don't worry. In about 3 minutes when I end this live stream, you can just refresh the page wherever you're at, and it should you should be able to watch back and see what we spoke about this evening about joining us. All right. Hope to see your application come through. And would love to see, Chris. Hopefully Michael was able to get back on. I said, he's losing connection. And good to see Brad, and I see Mauro here too. So thanks everybody for being with me, and hope to see your application come through. Talk soon. Bye-bye.